Storm Knights are a fickle lot, generally full of some manner of honor and ready to defend the weak and helpless when necessary. Penny and Doc Dimasalang in particular. It becomes an occupational hazard when you become Storm Knight. After deciding to scare off some native New Yorkers who were looting a store, though they had gone living land native, having transformed in the axiom wash when the Maelstrom Bridge hit only hours before, our brave Storm Knights continued on toward the hospital, but lingered a moment when they realized refugees seemed to be protecting some territory down a side street. Though Mo and Chris wanted to drive on and avoid them, Mo, due to experience, and Chris, due to inexperience, all were captivated when a Tyrannosaurus Rex came from the north of the barricaded camp at the other end of the street to grab one of the blue-garbed primitives there in its jaws, snapping him in two. Peaches and Doc couldn't let that go, and, with a frustrated moan from Mo and concerned complaining from Chris and some of the others in the group, all made their way to help the bunch inside the barricades, hoping in turn they might be helped. At the outset of the fight, both Mo and Chris lost the use of their ranged weapons, and as Officer Reyes had gone without a moment of crisis to this point, she couldn't help in the battle. This left Penny and a few of the others with insubstantial weapons to fight the Adinos warriors and the T-Rex rider and his mount on their own. However, as the fighting began in earnest, for those of you who are in the cheap seats, that means by the end of the first round of combat, Isabel finally found her inner Storm Knight and joined the ruckus. Shall we too join this desperate fight? So let me get Drama Deck Living Land. I'm going to shuffle this.
Per my ability, which one is it? One of my perks.
Okay. You get to... Oh, okay.
I get to play a scene, a card from my hand to my pool automatically, just to start with.
Okay. Hang on just a second. I'm glad you brought this up, because there's something I need to show you.
So I'm going to declare, as my perk, situational awareness, I have put a card called Second Chance onto the table, into the pool. It says, immediately reattempt any action. The new test takes the place of the failed one. This may be played for after a mishap, negating any effects before they occur.
Okay. But we're not in rounds. We're just starting the rounds.
No, we're not. But I wanted to say that that's on the table now simply because of my perk, not because we're in rounds or combat.
Perfect. That is fantastic. Okay. So we are going into rounds. And let me go ahead and get a card out here. I have shuffled. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle it one more time, just because. And let's go ahead and get that card out here. There's all kinds of stuff on the table right now. Okay, Reality Burst. Attack and Taunt are the approved actions. Now, remember your world laws up here. Okay, your world laws, the law of savagery. If attack is approved and you make an all-out attack, which of course is generally a melee attack, add a bonus die to your +4 for the all-out attack. But you end up being very vulnerable after that. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you leave yourself completely open.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, go ahead.
Yes, but since I plan to attack again with the shotgun, I don't think it will be an all-out attack per the law of savagery. Just a declared action.
Yeah, if it's not a melee action.
However, because it's according to this card, because it's an approved action, I might be dealt another card.
Yes, you would
in this action, in this attack.
Okay, this card is kind of a devastating card for what's going on and the way the world laws work in Torg. So, because there's a T-Rex in the area and it's so big, this is a dramatic scene. Okay. So the heroes get to go first, and you have inspiration. Now, inspiration allows you to immediately recover 2 shock. So if you have any shock that you're missing, you get to recover 2 of those right away. Let me zoom in here.
I'm pretty sure none of us have suffered any shock.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But I see, according to this card, everyone has to do a reality check.
Everyone will have to do a reality check. We're going to take the one step at a time, though.
All right.
So, I need to look over everybody. and make
Sometimes
sure
the
they're good.
cards work in your favor. Sometimes they don't. This
Yep.
is one of this.
Yep.
This is where we make a test
nut,
for the card.
you know,
All
something
right.
Okay, so hold on. We're not going to do the reality test just yet.
All right.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and do the attack round because these notes that you got there are not from are not happening at the beginning of the round. They're happening at the end of the round according to the rules in the book. So
Okay.
you have inspiration. It's not going to help you at all, but you get to attack first. Okay. So how do you guys want to run this round since you have initiative?
All right. Since I'm behind this pole or whatever cover I've managed to find, meager as it is, and I've knelt down and aimed and steadied the shotgun, I'm going to fire the shotgun again. And if it takes aim and shotgun again, I'm not sure. I'm just
Okay.
going to attack with the shotgun this round.
Okay.
An attack is an approved action.
Attack is an approved action. You have to be successful. So go ahead and what are you other 2 guys going to?
I'm attacking as well, like, shooting it with my revolver.
Okay, you remember
Revolver?
you've only got the
Yeah.
2 rounds.
Right.
Okay.
All right. I am too far away to attack it, so
Okay.
I'll try a taunt. Why not? I hiss mockingly at it.
Well, remember, it's got a rider. For instance, if you know this guy, or if you can see his tribe at a glance, you might want to insult his mother or his dress or whatever it takes to taunt the rider.
Can I stop you for a second and just kind of point something out?
Yes.
So one, if you've got one Adinos, and he's looking at another Adinos, he's not necessarily going to be able to identify the guy. It's kind of like walking into Harlem and saying, "Hey, do you know this guy that's over on 8th and Lucky?"
Well,
It's you know.
I was just thinking that if our guy's a red jaw and his guy's a different clan, he could probably say something like, "Your mothers were worthless."
Oh, I
and
can
you
be
don't know how to
insulting.
string a bow to save your life.
I can be insulting. Actually, I'm better at intimidate, so I'm just going to try to intimidate. I'm not going to cardfish this time. I'm going to make an intimidate roll against the rider, see if I can get him off his game.
Okay. All right.
And because I'm lousy at like all the rest of them. I mean,
but I can totally see you laughing and hissing at him and telling him, "Oh my goodness."
For all you know, that's exactly what I'm doing. And
are you old enough to be away from home? Does your mother know you're here?
Sorry. Pardon me.
Why don't you come down here and I'll shove that Haruch spear right up your rectum there, buddy.
Forefathers will remember the feeling.
Yeah, or does your mother know you're here?
Does your mother know you're here? That's not very intimidating, and I've got to be intimidating.
Unless he's Irish. Unless he's Irish. Because
oh, come on. The Irish are so depressed. Oh,
the one thing to scare Irish, like Irish burglar or anything else, is like just go right up to them, like right up into the ear, and go, "I know your mother," and they'll just skedaddle.
They'll fold. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
then, so let me make sure I've got this right. Chris is going to fire with his 38 at the T-Rex or the Rider, or one of the 7 Adinos that just showed up. Oh, you can't see those
my
guys.
goodness. What?
Yeah. You can't.
That's good information to have.
Actually, you know what? you should be. Okay. From what I picture the scene as being, because you guys don't have a map, and I've got a map, but you guys aren't coming to it. So that's okay. We can do theater of the mind, and I can keep things in decent check.
I can kind of see the map. I see the T-Rex there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did I move you guys over? Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I did. Okay. So I want to point something out to you all, but I need to get my arrow first. No snapping. So you guys are off this way.
Okay, we're off that way.
I see
Okay.
that.
You're about 50 feet
Oh, good. So there's
further
at
down the
least a
street.
cop car between me and them.
There are, but there's a bunch of good guys, or well, semi-good guys in the way. There's not really good guys in this particular instance. So that's where you're at. What you're seeing, Peaches in particular, is these four guys. Okay, they are in your line of
Not the
well,
Beast Rider.
they're kind of in your line of sight. Let me address the Beast Rider in just a minute. But
Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 3, and Warrior 4. And these
Yep.
are dinos.
Mhm. Yep.
All right.
But this big dumpster bin is in your way.
Okay.
Okay, this big blue dumpster bin. Now, for Mo, you actually still don't see the Adinos coming up, because I picture you kind of being, here's your kind of your line of sight.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so you can see the T-Rex and the Beast Rider clearly, but the other guys you don't see yet. Now, Chris, you're a little bit closer, so you probably see this one guy right here. Okay, see where
Okay.
I'm pointing?
Yep.
Okay, and of course you see the T-Rex and the Beast Rider. So
I see
watch
some
me
of
have
the
to.
police officers in uniform. So my aim and my focus is on the Beast Rider.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. So that's who you're trying to take out. Mo, is that the same thing for you?
Yeah. I'm focusing on the Beast Rider. I'm trying to intimidate him. Hopefully,
Okay.
I can make him flee. Maybe the rest of his guys will flee with him.
Well, I don't know about the fleeing, but and then Chris,
I'm attacking the T-Rex.
you're attacking the T-Rex. Okay, that little 38 probably isn't going to go all that far. So, who wants to go first between the three of you? It's up to you to decide, because there's no real initiative between sides. They just Ulysses Spiela kind of figured you would act in conjunction with one another.
Very well. I have the shotgun. I'll act first.
Okay,
I say Mo for second and then me for last.
does that sound good, Mo?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay,
I'm
all
good with
right.
that.
Okay, so Peaches, go ahead.
All right. It's an
Don't
attack.
forget
I declare an attack
Mm-hmm.
because it's improved action. That's all right with me.
Yep.
I'm using my shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me what the difficulty is to hit a T-Rex with a shotgun?
Now wait a minute. Did you say you wanted the Beast Rider or the T-Rex?
I'm aiming in their general direction. If
Okay.
I had to do a declared shot,
Mm-hmm.
if I succeed really, really well, I would be okay with killing the rider before the T-Rex.
Well, if you're just doing a general shot, there's a way that we can do it. We can basically roll like a d6,
Okay.
and say you're basically firing accidentally. So let's say the 1 and the 6 would be the rider, and then 2 through 5 is the T-Rex. So
The T-Rex being perfectly huge, I'm okay with that. Go ahead and roll it.
okay, so let me get back here
Roll
where
a
I
d6
belong.
and tell me what I hit.
Okay, you hit the rider. So, oh no, wait a minute. That's a
No, the
5. Okay.
T-Rex.
Yeah, so you're going to hit the T-Rex. Okay, so that's a 4 bonus to hit. You've got the shotgun, and I forgot about this last time. Your burst, or not your burst, your blast is going to be a +2, but you're at medium range, so that's -2. Cancel it out. So yeah, just go with a call up his sheet here. just go with a 6 to hit.
Yeah,
Just-
difficulty is 6. It's
Mhm.
very big.
Okay, so very nice. You got a success on that. So your shotgun, you do hit, but there's no bonus dice. So the now I know you hate this, but the difficulty of the toughness is 20.
Ouch. All right.
Yeah,
So when I'm rolling damage, the bonus dice is 0.
correct.
A target toughness of 20. I
20.
hit submit,
Mhm.
and that says
Keep us in suspense.
Well,
not
it says
much.
it's a base of 14 versus a 20 toughness, but it's not actually giving me any damage or anything. I have to
Assume it's 0, which
assume it's
is
0.
not a fail, but not a success.
Well, it would tell you that.
Yeah, but that's
should.
the thing. It should say actually for the toughness when you're doing the 2 hit. I don't think it gives you that number. It tells you a success when hitting it.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what? I gotta look something up. I may be wrong about something, and I don't
So-
mind being wrong about something as long as I fix it.
Because here's what happened. Because it was a success to hit, I get a
Mhm.
card.
Yeah, yeah, you
But
should.
because I succeeded in my attack per the drama deck. However, I might not have actually done any damage. That's what you have to look up.
Okay. Actually, yeah, you are correct. So I need to get the Destiny deck going.
And that's just because a T-Rex is equivalent of a tank, and it's shotgun versus tank. I might not have actually done any damage to it.
Right. Now, go ahead and move another card to your pool.
Can everybody move another card to their pool? Or
Not until your action is
I
done.
succeeded.
I have to do it on my
depends
you have to.
action.
Well, yeah. What we're going to do is everybody does it on their action.
Okay.
Okay. So, Mo, you're next.
All right. So then I would move a card to my pool, and then I would
No,
take my
not
action,
yet.
or I
No,
take
no,
my,
no,
I
no,
take my
remember-
action.
At the end of your
Remember, I had a
turn.
card in my pool because of my
Yeah.
perk. If you
Yeah.
don't have that
I was just
perk,
trying to remember which
Okay.
which order it went in.
So-
Whether I did that
Correct.
before or after I took my action.
The
you can
order
only
it
put a
goes
card
in.
in your pool if you succeed in your action this turn.
No.
Right.
Hold on. It's changed from the original.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. I'm so sorry.
So at the end of your turn, so that you cannot use the card in this turn, you put a card in your pool.
Okay.
If you acted at all, you put a card in your pool.
Right.
And then if you did like a successful attack or a taunt, like you're getting ready to do,
You get to
then
draw a card.
if it's successful, you get to get a card. So
Yeah, gain an extra card.
yeah, okay,
All right. So
I'm
I'm
sorry.
doing an attempt.
I am still working this out.
yeah, me
So,
too.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
So we're in rounds. You
Mhm.
can choose to put a card in your pool, but you
At the-
cannot use it this
Until
round.
right, you couldn't use it this round, which is why they tell you to put your card in the pool at the end of your turn.
Correct. However,
Okay.
because of my perk, I was able to put a card in my pool
Immediately.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
which
can only be
I
done
could
once
have
per
used
scene.
it if I needed it.
Correct.
But that's an exception, not the rule.
It's an exception because of your perk. Yes.
Correct. It's an exception based on my perk, but it's not the rule.
All right.
Correct.
All right,
All right.
gotcha. All right, so first I'm going to intimidate the rider. I give him a menacing snarl.
Wait a second. Are you going to intimidate or taunt?
Intimidate. My
Okay.
intimidate's better. That's why I was going to go with intimidate. I'm not
Okay.
card fishing.
Oh,
Usually,
you're not gonna
Oh,
tell
that's
him
what
he
you
should
meant.
still be breastfeeding with Lanala and his mother?
yeah. Look, my intimidate is twice the value of my taunt.
Okay,
So,
fair enough.
Now, you're intimidating the rider?
yes.
Okay. So,
Do I have
your
to do a
target
one
number-
against many?
well, no, unless you're trying to intimidate the T-Rex as well. or any
Yeah,
of the
why
other
not? I will. I
dinos.
will. I will try. Well, I don't know about the other dinos. I can't see any of them.
Oh, that's right. You can't.
So I'll try to go for both of them. Why not?
I think I have a feeling that the T-Rex is just gonna. It might even be immune to intimidate. Hang on. Let me look at its bio and info because I put that. Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
that would be something that you, as an Adinos, would know.
Hmm.
That
Mhm.
T Rexes are hard to intimidate. However, that rider,
Hmm.
you know, he
Mm.
probably is from a sub colony that you have
That's right.
contempt for, and you should just totally send him home to his mother.
I'm working on it.
Okay, I'll catch up on that next time. I made another mistake too.
And you could
When
just
that
tell him
T-Rex
his,
showed up, I was
yeah,
supposed to have you all do a
yeah,
fear test.
yeah, he's still a hatchling. He should go home.
I don't know about all that. Okay, so go ahead and make your intimidate.
All right,
Your
making my
target
intimidate.
number on that intimidate is going to be a 10.
All right, so 10. All
Mhm.
right, submit. Holy crap!
You rolled
Are
a
you
3?
kidding me?
Oh, come on.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. You didn't roll a fail.
Mm.
Okay. So on your record sheet, if you want to spend a possibility for it, okay, let me get to your sheet and kind of look. Towards the top, under your character name, you have a roll, and immediately between that and clearance, you have a dice. So
Mhm.
you could spend a possibility if you want to, or if you have a card you want to throw in, you could do that.
I can't do that yet. I haven't got any in my hand or in my pool.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
Once
I
we go
can,
to rounds, you can't use cards from your hand. You have to
That's
use
true.
them in for your pool.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take the fail this round. I might need my possibilities to like save my butt later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What?
you
You've
go.
got 5? Oh my god!
So
Yeah,
you
but
go.
that T-Rex is probably that T-Rex is probably gonna chomp on me like that mosasaur did.
Oh, well,
It
Lena
might
saved your
try.
butt last time. She's here.
Chomp chomp I am not a chew toy.
Yeah, well, we
You are
monkeys have
now.
got Lena saved your butt last time. She's here.
I'm sure she'll get back on it.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but
Chris.
Hey, what's the
I'm gonna
difficulty
move
to
my
hit?
card over.
Okay. Who are? Yeah. Go ahead and move a
All
card from your hand to your pool, Mo. Who are you trying to hit again? The T-Rex or the
The
Beast Rider?
T-Rex.
Okay. So let's see. You've got a +4, but you're at medium range, so that's only a +2. So your target number is an 8.
Also, Connor, as an aside,
Ooh.
what card are you going to put into your pool after this attack?
Second wind.
Make
Okay.
sure it's in your pool. And because you succeeded, look, it's a success.
Yeah, it's a success.
You will get a card when our GM deals cards.
Yeah. Well, you're okay. So you've got a basic success. Go ahead and roll damage, but your target number for toughness is 20. Nope, you didn't make any
Damn.
damage against it either. So, and you wasted a shot, but one Connor deal. Okay, so you've got that new card, and you can move a card into your pool and be able to use it on the next round.
I
Now,
didn't get a new card.
yeah, you did. I gave you a new card.
Did you?
Yes, I absolutely did.
I only have 4.
No,
I see you've got 5.
you've got 5 and your Cosm card. Okay, it looks like you've got 3 cards in your pool, and I think you're only
no,
supposed to have 2.
you dealt it directly into my pool.
Oh, okay. So you had second chance in there. I know that. I don't remember. I don't know which card I just dealt you.
I
That's
do.
a
I will
pain in the-
select which one.
Okay, and just move it back into your hand. Whichever one was just dealt to you. Because it's going to be either. I think it's going to be the drama card. I think that's the last one.
Yeah, that's the one you gave me just now.
Yeah, yeah. So that one will go with your other, with your hand cards, like that.
because I succeeded in this action, I'm going to keep the drama card in my pool.
Okay. All right. So you chose to keep the drama card in there instead of
Instead of moving I think I moved a supporter card to my pool.
to your
This
hand.
round, I put the card that you dealt me, which was a drama card, into my pool.
Yes, which is fine. That's at the end of the turn, so you're good to go. Okay. Now, the villain gets to act. This is going to be an ouch, but it's going to happen anyway. The T-Rex and its rider stomps forward a little bit, and aces this boy right here. Okay.
Oh no!
That's pretty
Whatever
much all.
that primitive is.
Now, the Beast Rider, I've got to roll for the Beast Rider because it's now active against. I believe it's target number of 8. Which is the primitive humans. So it's got a primitive bow. Let's go ahead and roll that. Okay. Ooh, he misses. He definitely misses. So that's his action. And then let's see. I've got a bunch of these guys that are going to move up. Adinos Warrior 1. All I need is this one, and then I can figure it out. Okay, they can walk forward 9. And since they still want to attack this round, 7, 8, yeah, and he's going to go ahead and attack. He's going to use this Heroic Shoot Spear as a melee weapon. You know what? I'm not going to roll for each and every one, okay? Because the Adinos are definitely better equipped than the rest of these guys. Okay, where one
All
is
right,
gonna...
but we still, because of the reality surge, each need to make a reality roll at the end of this turn.
Yeah, we're not there yet. And I think you're going to be hating me
Of
after.
course we are, because reality surge, dude.
This cop's going to turn around and get ready to face off with him. Not at a 45-degree angle. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, don't tell me that these guys that we're trying to help are gonna fire on us too.
2, 3,
Oh man, now we
5,
really are
6,
gonna hate you.
7. Huh? You haven't aggravated me. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about these guys that we're trying to help.
2,
They're not gonna fire on us as well, are
6.
they?
No. They're kind of actually busy.
Yeah,
with
you think?
other guys. So
Yeah, we're trying to help them with those other guys.
yeah.
How could we
Okay.
possibly hate you for that?
Well, and that's the thing is I'm to not let you hate me. Okay. So only one of them really got to attack. I suppose this guy could throw his rock shoot spear. So, and he's going to he's going to throw it. Notes thrown. Okay, did he actually hit? Nope. He missed too. And now he's out of a spear. Where 4? Oh, I don't know which warrior's which. Aha! Oh, first world problems, I'm telling you.
Mm.
Okay. Now she has an 11. So rock shoot spear. Just gonna use it in melee. 11 to hit. Wow, that was a failure as well. So she actually could react this turn, but nobody was there. Okay. Now you're gonna hate me. All Ords suffer 2 shock and disconnect. Here's the problem. You're 2.5 hours into this invasion and everyone has already disconnected. Do you understand what that means?
Can't disconnect further.
If they're already disconnected, it means they could transform this round rather than reconnect.
No. They have no possibility energy
Oh my god, they die.
at all. You see them kind of burst into this blue and red dust.
Oh my
And
god.
they start to blow away on a wind that you're not feeling. Okay, now here's the problem. The real problem.
Who dies and who stays with us?
Don't forget that the Edinos that are attacking over there are probably also Ords.
That's right. They
Oh
might also die.
yeah.
Hey, they'll die too.
No, because
they're not disconnected.
they're not disconnected. Exactly. Okay, there we go.
T-Rex gun! Yay!
I
So
do know that characters, particularly NPCs, that are not possibility rated like our heroes, cannot withstand a reality surge or a reality storm. They die.
so this is going to break everybody's hearts. Oh, why didn't I bring her to the...
Yes, it is. Isabel, who just rose to the occasion, she was.
She's not going to
shouting
die.
at-
She's not going to die.
She transformed.
She
She became
transformed.
possibility rated.
She became possibility rated. Exactly.
Oh, I will hug her after this, provided I disconnect myself.
But oh, I hate doing this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just going to have to kind of bring everybody.
Reality
is a
surges
toughie,
are
dude.
very dangerous. Nobody here has that skill of creating a reality storm, do they?
No. No, not yet.
That would just add insult to injury right now.
Yeah. You
Well-
hear all kinds of screams and whatnot around you as the people that you have been protecting
Yes.
and bringing along disappear into this dust. Now, Vanessa lives, but Finn, Primitive Finn, and Primitive Cam both die right next to you
Oh, I'm glad I'm already on my knees.
and disappear into dust.
I'm kind of reaching out to my party, like my arms extended, with tears tracking down my face
Mm-hmm.
in this weird red and blue dust as they dissipate.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey.
this sucks.
Oh my God! Everybody.
Mhm.
Uh,
Except
I
for the
know,
Adinos.
and I know this strange pulse calls to me as well, and I'll
Mhm.
have to do a spirit roll myself.
Well, and that's the thing. All to shock and disconnect. Since they already disconnected, they just blow away in a puff. Okay. Now reality rated characters test reality and lose possibility on a failure. So would all of you, and I'll do the same for Vanessa and geez, who all is it? Let's see,
Apparently
Lena,
Vanessa and
Lena, Vanessa, and
Isabel.
Isabel.
What's
So
the difficulty?
the difficulty is a standard 10. I want the three of you to go ahead and do it first. Okay.
Oh my god, I rolled 4.
Failure.
Technically
Okay.
a failure.
Dang, damn it. Oh, I'm on the wrong page. No wonder I can't find it. All right. So you make a reality roll.
Yeah, you use your reality skill versus difficulty number of 10. Oh man, this
Mo
sucks.
rolled a 1. We could transform you to core Earth, you know.
All of a sudden, I become core Earth mode.
How do I handle that? It just says lose one. You haven't disconnected. None of the three of you. Mo, you wouldn't have disconnected anyway because you're in the living land. Okay. Yeah, okay. But all three of you are just going to lose a possibility. Go ahead and mark off one possibility on your sheet, and
Just did
if
that.
you've got your character possibility tab open, go ahead and do that as well.
Ouch, that
I've
hurt.
never had that happen. Okay, and now I need to roll for Isabel. So reality versus a target number of 10. Oh, she
Oh,
rolled a
wow.
37. She's in good shape. Okay. I wish she could have done that earlier. Okay, so that's Isabel, Vanessa, and
I
of
like
course,
how you have all these X's on everybody. Does that mean they all die?
yeah, that's it. They're dead. Okay, so Vanessa loses a possibility.
She only had one possibility.
No. She had 3 possibilities, like everybody that starts. But I'm kind of reeling from what just happened. That is fantastical. I've never seen that happen. So that was Isabel, Vanessa, and Lena.
The
Okay.
professor and the father all turned to dust?
Yep.
Mhm.
Because they had not gone through their moment of crisis.
Oh my god, Grady and Amber both do too. There's the captain whose first aid I did. Primitive Cat and Primitive Finn, they had already transformed. Lauren just disappeared.
No. Primitive Cam and Primitive Finn had not transformed. Well, they had gone over living, but they had no possibility energy whatsoever. Why is this going
Oh
all the
my
way to the top?
god, that's everybody.
All right. On the plus side, now that
Where
all
am
that
I in this fiasco? I don't see where I am.
Look on the far right hand side. Actually, the decks are probably in the way. Let me hide these decks real quick. Okay, just kind of look along that upper right hand side.
We missed one.
In
Missed
here.
one person.
Huh? No, I got Lena. I'm
Primitive
about.
Cop 1. You missed.
I'm sorry.
Just put
What?
an X on them. By the police
Who?
car.
Where?
For the police car, right here.
Oh, he's
That's
talking
right
about
here.
Primitive Cop 1 down there.
Yeah, it's not. Doesn't have an X over it.
Primitive Cop 3, 4.
In front of the
that one.
T-Rex.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out.
We'll get him in a minute.
Yeah, he's on the edge. So actually, hang on a second. I got a way I can do. Where there's a will.
There's the way.
Wham.
All right. So does everybody just drop dead, or do they turn to dust and blow away?
They
just
turn to
turned to-
dust where they were standing and blow away.
Thanos, think Thanos snap.
Yeah.
Okay, now let
Jeez.
me.
That's
Yeah,
that's
kind of
rough.
the first one actually. So Lena.
What about the Beast Rider?
Okay, Lena, Vanessa. Let me make sure I've got these done. The Beast Rider is anything from the Living Land is already filled back up with possibility energy, because they actually come from the Living Land. Now wait a minute. Oh, that's Beast Rider 1.
They might take the 2 stun and disconnect. Isn't that what it said they do? Or at least the 2 stun.
Let me get to this again.
2 shock.
All ords suffer 2 shock and disconnect. Okay, so they're going to take the 2 shock, but not disconnect.
So Chris, did you manage to like miss that roll too, or did you make it?
Yeah, you told me you reduced your possible.
Yeah, I did.
What am I even asking for?
So did nobody make their reality?
Oh, nobody did.
Isabel
except
did.
Except Isabel. All right. Yeah, except for the NPC. Nobody made
Did.
one NPC made their reality.
Honestly, I think this is a good stopping point for tonight because 1, it's getting late. 2, it's like that all just happened.
Yeah, that's super strange. Oh, okay, so everybody took their possibility off that failed.
Yes.
The 2 shock went to all the ords, and those ords that no longer had any possibility energy at all disconnected and disappeared. Take 2 shock and disconnect. Okay. Individuals from the living land are not going to disconnect from their own realm. It's just not going to happen. So, and you are not. Now, wait a minute. Are you? Let me take a look at this. Mixed zone. If it's a mixed zone, zones mixed.
Yeah, because I think you used to could if it was mixed.
Yeah. See, mixed zones consist of an invader.
That's how you wind up with a lot of like dwarves that are office workers and Edinos that are suddenly living land or certainly core Earth guys. So yeah, this could prove interesting.
Yeah. Whenever a character uses tools or abilities that are beyond the axiom limits of or their own reality, or are dependent on world laws from a different cosm, they create a contradiction. In a mixed zone, the action must exceed the axioms of both realities. Okay, so these guys do not disconnect because the axioms, none of the axioms actually go beyond core Earth. So
spiritual.
Except 9, 10, 23. So no, not even spiritual.
Yes, it does. Spiritual is 26 for
spiritual is 23.
24.
Oh,
24 for living lands.
Now, okay, it's 24 for living lands, but for core Earth, it goes 9, 23, 10, 23. Spirit is 10 in core Earth. Technological and social are 23 each, and then magic is 9 in core Earth. So these guys are not exceeding. Yeah, they're not exceeding their own axiom for spirit.
Okay.
So, okay, there's
Okay. So if they were like in a core Earth, a core Earth Nile land, and they were in a Dinos, since their
yeah.
spirit would be over the core Earth and the Nile,
Mm-hmm.
then that would cause them. But everything else would be under core Earth and Nile.
Yeah.
So,
I think so. Yeah.
all right. If we find out different, we can apply it later.
Okay.
But
Oh.
yeah, I'm just hoping they'll take the 2 stun, and who knows, maybe be a little bit freaked out. I mean, that freaked the hell out of me.
Yeah, could be. So
Having all the people I was trying to protect suddenly turn into dust
uh-huh.
would freak me out, especially since I knew that something had happened. I would have felt it.
Yeah, that would be the suck. That's for sure.
Yeah, even if I felt it, I would feel the splash. I would have spent the possibility. I would have focused on my own reality and opened my eyes to see everybody else fall to dust for not doing the same thing.
Okay. So since
I,
all
I,
of you
I
were
think that would be a lesson right there.
yeah,
In
it could
reality,
be.
right there.
Mm-hmm. So this could get complicated. Kind of quickly. If you run into any more bad guys.
But yes, I don't think I'm going to do anything strenuous tomorrow. Then sit in my living room and read a book. I'm not
Well.
even particularly big into football, so I probably won't be watching the Super Bowl. But
Yeah, me neither. It's like, wait, do I have to stop role playing and nerd games to watch the Super Bowl?
yeah,
Yeah.
my
Okay.
my Cthulhu group wanted to play earlier today because some of them wanted to watch the Super Bowl. So I've had 2 games today.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
what fun!
Cthulhu Delta Green and Torg. And actually, the
Woo-hoo!
Torg has been more depressing than the Cthulhu game has.
Fun. I did not mean to depress you guys. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't you. It was
It was me.
street blowing away in a puff of wind. It looked like the Thanos snap. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to think. I honestly had to think about that card for a few minutes. I mean, that's what happens when you roll a 60 plus on your dice roll, and it's just a 60 plus on the dice. It's not a result of 60,
Hmm.
but and then you play a glory card. Is that that helps rejuvenate everybody in that area with possibility energy, so you can pull a stele and collapse that zone.
Hmm.
But in
but I
this
have-
particular instance, these people have no possibility energy and they disconnect. That's death. And I had to really think about that. It's like, wow, that sucks.
I
Yeah,
think
you can only survive being changed once unless you get rejuvenated in your possibility somehow.
Precisely.
that takes a toll on both physical and mental and spiritual altogether.
Mhm.
Yes.
It
And
sure does.
Yeah,
since
and
we
it's
are
being-
recording this, we probably should actually have a end kind of things like, hey, thank you for watching this far, blah blah blah.
Well, thank you for listening this far.
Listening.
Y'all want to say goodnight?
Good night,
let's-
internet.
Yeah,
Good
good
night,
night
and
out there.
just remember, this is called Torg the Possibility Wars
Mm-hmm.
for a reason. When you're not possibility rated and a reality surge comes down the wind, there are casualties of war, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of our party just suffered because of it.
Oh yeah.
Goodness.
So-
Good night, John boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
Good
you
night,
guys
everybody.
enjoyed.
Wow, let's end on a negative wet blanket note. Woohoo! Good going, Torg.
All right, now, Connor,
Yeah.
before you leave, if you need to schedule a time for me to be able to talk to your folks or whatever, so that we can make sure that we get you, get you legal to be able to record, we can do that. And in the meantime, I'll kind of listen through this and eliminate parts that are like, when we took the bio, I can eliminate that,
Alright.
stuff like that.
I do want to say this: if Connor's dad is named Blair, and if Blair didn't have work in the service industry where Saturday nights were important to him, he
Mhm.
would want to join this game on a permanent basis. But as it is, he could only be temporary.
Oh, I would
Uh.
love that though.
Yeah, but we all learned our love of Torg thanks primarily to Blair, to him.
Aw.
Well,
So,
he can always listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
And,
even if listening to the game is only our family and friends. If
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we may or
So,
may not ever find anyone that wants to publish it. We may never want to get around to it,
Mhm.
but I mean,
so
it's there in case we ever do.
we're going to get his and Connor's mother's permission.
Okay.
But do you have an on it? I would love for you to think of an on again, off again NPC, because Blair would love to play. He
Well,
just can't commit to regular Saturday nights.
okay. Well, here's what I would like to do with that. We would have him create a character as normal, but one of you, probably, well, either you or Connor, I would say, would have to run his character. We could do this one of two ways. Did you guys ever see the Dead Gentleman Productions? Uh, oh, I can't even think of it now. I love the movie, but I can't think of it. Anyway, they had a guy in there named Mark. Okay, and Mark was a berserker, and Mark would stand off to the side when his player couldn't be there. So we could either do something like that.
I think I've seen that. All right.
Yeah. I
Uh,
just don't remember the name right
Something
now.
to the equivalent of he was in the bathroom. What did he miss?
Yeah, exactly. Or, he was just hanging around. Like in the show, they just had Mark kind of standing there. I don't like that idea. But
Well,
what it would be
he,
is
he could show up with the car, and
Or we find him raiding the food court or something like that.
something. But or one of you, Connor or Ginger, could run his character in the off times. We could we could do that.
yeah, make him kind of off-screen useful, and then sometimes he actually has to go out in the field.
Yeah.
Somebody with an actual day job that has to, be at wherever it is most of the time, but come join us every now and then.
Yeah, something like that. I
Yeah,
think
if
that we could. I think we can figure out how to make that work. I mean, I don't want to exclude anyone, especially if they've got a love of Torg. So
No, especially his most favorite realm of all is the Nile Empire, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
might show up in mask every now and then to bail us out.
I look. My choice was almost to be a Nile Empire guy, but since we're doing it this way, I was like, well, luckily my second favorite cosm is the Living Lands.
Awesome,
And-
and I love Mo. Mo is
Mo
hilarious.
is really
Oh
cool.
yeah, Mo's
With his
great.
preening and his magnificence and his walking beltness, it's just hilarious.
My
And-
stepson just died. I'm upset.
And with what Ulysses Spiela has done for the Living Land, they have really. I mean, in Torg role playing the Possibility Wars, it sucked. It was terrible. I would never take any characters in there at all. Especially with the Deep Mist. But now that they've kind of controlled that and directed things and put in the wonders and everying like that, oh heck yeah, I love it.
I must
Yeah,
admit,
wait.
I must admit, I'm
Wait,
really
wait.
jonesing it. Yeah.
Then I guess it might be an okay time to play my Cosm card, not just. I'm going to play this now.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, because it's one of those things. Really? My
That mean-
Cosm
Mhm.
card is not for the immediate right now, but it says, and where? How come I can't get it to come up?
I don't know. Let's see. I see what it is. Yeah, you might have to kind of reboot. So you've got Lost World in there, and it's not going to let me view it because it thinks I'm trying to steal it. I don't want to steal it. I just want to view it. Let's see. I'll have to look up what Lost World is. I have all
There it
cards
is.
as well.
Here we go. I'm going to put this on the table. It's my custom
Okay.
card, and it says, at some point during the act, the group encounters a lost world. The GM may select attributes and any treasure found for the world, or roll on the table the lost world generation table in the living land source book. So,
Okay.
since that's my cosm card, and we're all being really, really pummeled by the cosm right now, that might be a good side to play right now.
Oh my God! I've got an idea for you, Paul.
Why don't you whisper it to the GM with W/W or /WGM, and only Paul can read it.
Sure. I'll pull it up to him and I'll say, "Oh, if you want to disinvite Craig, we can trade some of our contact info for everybody."
Oh yeah, hey, I'm already ready to knock him off. So, all right, to everybody who was listening, if we take the recording all the way this far, have an excellent week, and we'll catch up with you again when we get
Next week or
permission.
so.
Yes, and as Penelope would say, buenos dias.
Or buenos noches, one of the two.
Buenos noches.
Or gute Nacht.
Good
All
night.
right.
Schlaft gut.
Our intent is to introduce a new player in the coming episode, albeit he will be temporary due to the COVID crisis, which began in late February, early March. I don't recall. This recording brings to an end the game session that actually happened on February 1st, though you should look forward to the next one on February 8th, February 15th, whatever. I'll get my numbers straight. I had forgotten about Super Bowl, and that was on February 2nd. Join us again for the continuation of the tale of our storm knights as they seek to leave the living land but continue running into obstacle after obstacle. Though the blue-red dust of former compatriots has blown away on the wind of the possibility wars and this weighs heavily on their minds, there is no room for stopping to count coup for the dead. And that will bring an end to tonight's session.